Hey, what's happening, everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Sitting out on my deck here on almost a mid-November day. Figured take advantage of the weather. Come outside and have a nice beer. This time I'm going to take a look at the Guinness Black Lager. As you can see there, cold brewed with roasted barley. And also going to enjoy a nice little cigar while I'm out here. So this one is mentioned on the label as saying Guinness Black Lager is cold brewed with roasted barley to deliver the refreshing taste of a lager with the unique character of Guinness. Enjoy ice cold straight from the bottle. So this one I'm actually going to go ahead and put into the glass though, just so you can see the beer. But this is one they recommend just going straight from the bottle on. Let's get it open and get it into a glass and then check it out. So I went ahead, I'm actually using one of my cylinder glasses here. Haven't used this one in a while, so just grab that one there. And pouring it out, it did come out pretty aggressively, as you can see by the large size head. The head actually has some nice bubbles packed in there, some lots of tiny ones, but some big ones as well. And it has a nice pillowy effect on the head as it starts to break down. So we'll see what kind of lacing that leaves behind. But as you would imagine right there on the body, very dark. I'm not going to call it jet black because down on the bottom I can see the reddish tint of the color. So you have like a reddish type brown, but you're not seeing through to the other side, as you can see there. And as far as seeing any carbonation, not really able to make much of it out. So I'm going to let this settle for a little bit, light my cigar, and then get into it. So now we have the head breaking down, as you can see. Bubbles actually have gotten a little bit bigger there. It's starting to leave lacing on the glass nicely. I'm getting some of the malts coming through. I'm getting almost a sense of some of a coffeeness with the malts. Typical lager type smell. I do get some of that horse blanket smell there as well. It's got a little bit of that sweetness from the malts, almost like a caramel type sweetness, so caramelization, so to speak. As far as the taste, I do get some of the caramelized malts in the taste as well. It's got kind of a crisp, refreshing essence to it. At 4.5%, it is somewhat light, not too much light, kind of middle of light to medium on the body. Texture actually sits okay on the tongue, that it goes down pretty easily on the back end. It is kind of a crispness there. Not much of a bitterness bite up front outside of the initial that you usually get. Thinness you do pick up, like I said, on you can tell it in the texture, but you're kind of expecting it on this beer. It has like a wooderness type quality slightly on the back end. It does have a slight mouthfeel on it. You do have some of the caramelized flavors bopping around a little bit in there. Gets into the cheeks pretty nicely, so I have a lot of good cheek action taking place. A little bit of a tingling sensation. No astringency on the back end. All in all, not too bad of a what I would consider a lighter type beer without it being a full light beer. It's got enough of a body to it to actually sustain the beer. It's not going to be one of my more favorite Guinnesses, but it's enough with it that I would say it's an okay one for the style. So you're looking at it being like a dark lager, and I think it's actually described as a Euro dark. You definitely have that with the extra malty taste that you get in this one, more so than you would some of the lighter lagers. And you do get some of that roastiness in there as well. And in the end, it'll be a little more easygoing as far as going down. So if you're looking for one that's kind of like your lawnmower beer, but you want a little bit more of a flavor to it, in that you want maybe a little bit of that coffee roast or whatever you would get from some of the darker type beers, then this might be one that you actually like along those lines, especially if you don't want the creaminess of, say, the Guinness Stout. But all in all, it's an okay beer. It doesn't really move me as much, but to have it once in a while wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't know if you guys have had it out there or not, but if so, what did you think of it? Let me know. Put some comments in the comments section. But the Guinness Black Lager, it's okay. Check it out. See if you like it out there, and let me know. Well, I appreciate you swinging by to check out another video so I can get back to my cigar here. And to tell you how easygoing it actually is, I need another beer to go with that cigar. But thanks for swinging by to check out another video. I look forward to catching you in the next one. Hopefully you like what you saw there, and keep drinking good craft beers. Although this time I did kind of step out the box and go with a little bit of a macro. But once in a while it's nice to see what's out there on the market. With that being said, I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.